New at 11, we've been telling you about a local school walkout protest against ICE. New tonight, we're hearing from some of the dozens of students who took to the streets.
Always stand up for what you believe in. Even if you think there's going to be consequences, it's always worth it.
You've probably seen a massive increase in ICE protests in recent weeks, but have you seen one this young? This student walkout happened outside the School of the Arts today on Prince Street in Rochester. That's where we find News 10 NBC's Tom Kowalski. Tom, how old were some of these kids?
Yeah, well, Nikki, I met some students as young as 12 years old, and most others were not much older than 15, 16, 17 years old, typical high school age. Now, they were standing right here where I'm standing, holding signs that said, ICE out and abolish ICE. But they did say that it was inspiring to see so many of their peers out here making their voices heard. Take a listen.
We are here protesting because we think that what Trump is doing is not right and that he should not be deporting and taking away people because of their race.
That's what one student said at the walkout from the School of the Arts. We're not showing the faces of younger students and not sharing the names of others to keep them safe, but their message stays the same.
All this news has been coming out about all the terrible things that's been happening with ICE, and so it just didn't feel right to sit back and let it happen. And so we're just doing as much as we can as 16-year-olds.
So who organized today's walkout? None other than 16-year-old Lincoln Furkan.
Why did you organize this?
The idea of ICE possibly coming into a place that I myself love, or my school, and taking people who I know or who I see every day probably would hurt pretty bad.
Furkan says he initially posted about today's protest on his Instagram story. After dozens of his classmates joined him, they walked their protest along East Avenue and South Goodman Street alongside school security for safety before returning in front of the school.
Why do you think it's important for young people like you to make your voices heard these days?
We're the next generation, Like right now, we're not doing so well, and we have to fix this. The high schoolers, the college kids, they have to fix this. And so in order to start that, you need to start something in your community. And I feel like this might have been that thing.
Now, we reached out to another student group, the University of Rochester's College Republicans Club. They said that while they support any student group expressing their opinions peacefully, they draw the line at any group that is threatening or threatening in any way ICE or any other law enforcement. From the School of the Arts, Tom Kowalski, News 10 NBC.
Thanks, Tom. Meantime, Congress faces a Friday deadline to avert a shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. Democrats in Congress are in negotiations with the Republicans to overhaul ICE and have said they will oppose legislation to fund the department until their demands have been met.